Yo guys, it's Mike from Chess Lifestyle, and today we're training 51 minutes, but I've given myself a bit more to do because, yeah, this stream is going to be an absolute grind. To express what I mean by this, basically, I've been a terrible human being and have been binging a lot of online chess lately, and I have... How can I show this to you guys? Do you see all of these tabs? I have this many games of online chess that I haven't analyzed and learned from my mistakes. So today is basically going to just be going through all of these until I've done every single game, because I mean, it's first of all, it's unacceptable not to be analyzing my games. Secondly, I played 5 games today. I scored a whooping 0 out of 5, and I did the classic mistake, which is when you lose to an opponent, you keep rematching them because you're tilted and pissed off that you lost. And in my very first video, literally my first video on Chess Lifestyle, one of the first pieces of advice I give for online blitz is don't rematch someone who beat you, because if you lose again, you're just going to go on tilt. And if they beat you, then they're probably half decent, and or at least their like style, you know, is a good match against yours. So you're basically just asking for trouble, right? And the worst part is he played the Grob as well, and the games were just like so bad from me. Like I've been tilted the whole day pretty much, and that is why we're also going to be. Let me check this. We're also going to be. How can I show you guys? Is that the best way? Yes. I held some restraint and didn't get a burger, which would be way too messy. I've gone for some pork katsu sandwiches and fries. So that's the plan for today. I'm gonna eat and indulge in some good tasting food while I slave away at these exercises that make me want to shoot myself. So yeah, on that note, let's get into it, shall we? So okay, I'm gonna eat and I'm gonna solve these exercises. I mean, on the bright side, you know, it's not all terrible news. I mean, this weekend actually, I had a really great weekend, which is why today is a terrible day. I mean, when you have a really good weekend, you end up having, at least for me, like my dopamine levels are saturated, and I have a terrible day the next day. So it just so happens that last stream and this stream both have to be terrible days. But okay, we gained some bullet, we lost some blitz. Losing five games in a row to the same bloody opponent. Like, it's actually so stupid. Anyway, let's actually learn from our mistakes. Okay. I don't know how well the microphone picks up the noise of me eating, but this is now a mukbang channel. I mean, we've given up on serious chess training, so here we are. I remember this game. Like, I had like 2 versus 3 minority attack, but interestingly enough, my opponent is actually the one who charges their pawns forward. Yo, X.J, welcome to the stream. Have you been here before? I'm not sure I recognize your username or your profile pic. Let's see if like a mukbang stream can get more views than a normal chess stream. I'm so hungry though. It's crazy, like, I feel like playing chess just like completely drains your energy levels. I literally had 2 lunches today. I went to a restaurant, one of my local Thai restaurants that I like, and I ordered like 2 dishes, like 2 main course dishes, and I'm still absolutely starving. So knight d5. Knight d5 apparently blunders something. Apparently I'm missing something here. So it's not like I missed a good move, it's like knight d5 is just a blunder. My opponent missed it as well, but you can see that he didn't see it, so It's not so easy. This is actually really good. Like the bread is like so well done. Ah, okay. Often on the telly, yo, that's wild. Putting chess lifestyle on the TV, on the big screen. Yeah, welcome. Also, welcome to Space Lee. How's it going? Long time no see. I'm enjoying some pork katsu burger sandwich style thing, which tastes really good. I have no idea what I missed here. $95. I mean, I've looked at like this idea. Don't think it's like enough. I mean, if pawn takes, we can just take back. Maybe it's something to do with this pin. And we want to play c4. But why is that such a big deal? I can always play like rook b8 or something. Oh, I don't even know. If you guys get the answer first, you're welcome to write on the chat. I mean, as I said at the start of the stream, I've got like 50 games I need to analyze. So we're going to be here a long while, so... If I catch the odd answer on chat, it's not the end of the world. And in general, I'll try not to look at chat if you come up with an answer. Alright, so Spacely says, yeah, I haven't been able to play study chess at all lately, just been busy with a new job. Aha, I remember you saying about the new job. How's it been? What are like the evaluate the new job, evaluate the position, like what are the positive aspects, negative aspects? Are you like +2, would you say? -1? How is the eval looking? One productive thing I did do today as well, which didn't help, but it did help a bit, was I made another alt account called Ponziani Cooked. And that is for when I'm really feeling really degenerate and need to like lay off some steam playing some like Bullet or something without harming my my Ponziani Ghost profile, which I guess has become my main, right? So you always need like a legit alt that you'll actually make use of. Guys, I simply don't have a clue for this one. It's plus 2.5. I'm almost a piece down after this move, but I don't see it. Okay. 95, I'm gonna go with... This whole time I've been trying to find the move to refute 95, but actually it's asking for me to make a move that's not 95. Oh, I'm so out of it. But I don't even understand why 95 is bad, so it's like really difficult for me to find a good move here. I don't know, bishop d5 looks completely fine. I mean, that looks like it secures the position very nicely, like... Okay, so this is just completely fine. Or even a6 here. a6 looks so weird, just giving this pawn. Is the point that I win it by force? Yeah, rook d6. That's an interesting idea I've never seen. Looks very odd. But makes sense as well, actually. Actually, the rook gets quite active. But knight d5 apparently is bad. How did I miss a6? I didn't even consider this move. I think I was so fixated on white keeping the tension here. Like, it didn't feel good to resolve the tension like this, but probably they've got something very concrete here. My bishop has to go back to c8. And why am I completely busted? I understand my bishop looks horrendous. But it's not so bad, right? I can always get it at least to d7 where it does something. a6. Oh, chess is so bad right now. I actually have no idea. Bishop c8, what's the move? Oh, now bishop e4. Oh, we don't have rook b8 because of knight c6. And this is going to be met with c4. Oh, that's really nice. That also makes complete sense. Yeah, I'm... Okay, this is why we need to do these, right? Like, hopefully my form will recover. I mean, I had bishop e4 as an idea earlier. I don't know why I can't see it right now. Okay, let's keep going. Bishop takes d5. Probably is a mistake because of knight e6, bishop e6, rook e6, and I lose a pawn. Oh, apparently not. You see that my opponent played knight e6 and this is a mistake. So what was he supposed to do? Maybe rook takes instead? I don't know. Bishop takes, knight takes. I move my king somewhere, he takes. I haven't a clue. God. No, chess mukbangs, I think this is a terrible idea. Like, the food tastes so good. I can't think and enjoy this at the same time. It's like, and I'm focusing more on enjoying the food. That's the problem. What's my second main? My main is Ponziani Master, but for a long while now, I haven't been playing on it because I've got all my ratings to 2500, and I kind of like it that way. And I mean, if I was an individual that could lose my 2500 and not cry about it, then I would. But the thing is, I would cry about it, and I don't need that, like, mental anguish in my day-to-day life. So that's why I'm playing on Ponziani Ghost, which is a bit more low-key. And now I have an ult for my ult. Okay, good life stuff. That's good to hear, suspiciously. New job is great. Thanks for asking. Only tough part is the commute to from the office, which is more than 2 times longer than my old job. I see. Yo, Pepe, what's up? We're having a chess mukbang today. Actually, it's probably only like a 10-15 minutes. I know it's Pepe. I know my names. This place is called King Kong Burger. It's really good. Very distracting for improving your chess, but it's really good. And by the way, so basically regarding the job, I would say that I think long commutes. But you're probably driving, right? I was gonna say, like, long commutes are just great for, like, giving yourself some space to, like, I don't know, do something productive. But if you're driving, maybe you can listen to, like, some podcast or something. I don't know. I think that's a good opportunity in travel. Now, I love catching airplanes because it's the one time where I'm forced to sit in a chair for, like, 6 hours and force myself to sit still and actually do something without, like, moving around, getting up and, you know, doing something else. So it, like, forces me to actually get on with something, which often ends up being, like, quite a rewarding, useful experience. Fries before chess. My life rule, my life motto. It's not bad. Could be worse. Okay, what on earth is the problem with bishop takes d5? So I mean, rook takes is obviously the answer, but I want to know like why bishop takes d5 is a problem. Okay, you know what? My opponent didn't see it. So it is rook takes. So this is +1, whereas the other one is only equal. That's so interesting. So this, with 2 rooks on the board. Ah, because we get to get an active rook this way. I see. Right, whereas in the other line, where we trade a rook by force, I don't think we get that opportunity, right? If we play king f6. Wait, hold on a sec. What did I do wrong? No, bishop takes d5. Rook, knight e6, which is what was played. And this line... Oh, I literally just looked at that line. I'm actually... And I played rook d2 here? I didn't play rook d1, rook d2? Oh my god, this is... Makes me sick. Makes me sick. I must have been super tilted playing this game. So, sorry, I wanted to check... Oh, I'm so confused. There are too many mistakes and blunders. I keep clicking the wrong thing. Yeah, I wanted... yeah, I wanted to look at this. This is the one I wanted to look at. Yeah, this one. Sorry. This one is where white stays plus... like 1.8. And I think it's just because they're faster, right? Now we have to go on the passive. Whereas in the previous line, we were actually gonna get on the offensive. And this line doesn't work anymore here because there's rook takes b6 defending b2. So how on earth did one of these lines gain an extra move and the other line didn't? Like, I'm so confused how this works. Because it's like we either take with the rook or bishop and one of them is like so different to the other. Wait. I wanted to compare on bishop takes the difference between knight takes and rook takes. That's what I wanted to compare. I'm getting distracted by the food. Rook takes e6 for the fork is easy to miss. White is an extra pawn and the rook is more active. Yeah. No, I do get that, but you get it in both cases. Like this is a fork where they're forced to take and then we win the pawn. Or this is a fork where they also just win a pawn, right? Like both lines just win a pawn, but one is significantly different to the other. And this one? I don't get it. In this position, it's our turn to move. Whereas in this position, they get the check. I think I understand. So in the first line, we can meet this check with a capture, which basically is fast enough. So we don't lose any time, right? They give us a check, we capture them, they have to take back, right? We didn't lose any time. But in the other line, when they take with check, this time we can't recapture. We actually have to waste time moving the king, which means then in this position we've gained a move. And that gain of a move entering into a rook game is what decides between if it's a winning rook endgame or a drawn rook endgame, right? So actually this is a really nice position. You know what? I'm gonna save this. I'll torture some of my strongest students for this puzzle. Okay, let me hold on a sec. Okay. Yeah, sorry about doing this, but I mean I'm a chess coach at heart, right? So if I see a good opportunity for my students to learn, then I'm gonna give them a puzzle. So let me add Mr. Ghost. Ponziani. Okay. Okay. Okay, so knight takes e6 or rook takes e6. Alright, I think this is a really good puzzle. Okay, so I'll keep this open. I'll deal with that later. Okay, fine. So let's keep going. I can't believe I missed rook d1 here. I mean, rook d1 is like the most obvious move in the world. To weaken the king and then play rook d2. Like, actually terrible that I missed this. With 2 minutes on the clock, right? So this just shows how tilted I am. I mean, I literally have a draw here. And I don't even try. Like it's like, this is why you can't play chess seriously when you're tilted. It's really bad. So in this position, rook takes b2, I completely lose the game. Yeah, and I remember I thought I was just like, I was lost here. But why don't I just play rook f8? See, it's like when you're tilted, you stop like, I mean, you just you know, you just I don't know. Oh, that's very cute. I like that. So we actually make use of our active rook and actually put it in a defensive position where it's at least more active than this rook. And this actually keeps tabs on both of our weaknesses. And then this rook can actually have some fun. That's a really nice maneuver. I have to eat the chips faster because they're getting cold, and I feel like chips when they're cold is not worth it. Good morning, Josh. How's it going? I love the fact that you say morning, because at first I believed you, and then I realized that the time is like 1 p.m. But that would be morning for me as well as you, right? So, yeah, good morning. Yeah, you make black lose a tempo. Yeah, it's cool. Right. So this moment... Oh, interesting. This is even worse. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Like, I got checkmated in the middle of the board. I should just come down. Yeah, this was very humiliating defeat. I think probably rook f8 is correct. Pressure f4. Also stop this threat of baiting me here. Yeah. And then here, I don't know. I think I just got mated here. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I don't know why I have to redo this. I mean, it's completely lost. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the... Oh, it's not going to show me the moves anymore. Oh, God damn it. I wanna check what the engine said, but... Ah, king f5. Oh, maybe I should have actually tried to work that out. With king f5, like... Maybe, you know, if they've got like 5 seconds on the clock, then I should try and run. But okay, I was playing way too quickly, way too badly. Okay, but at least we looked at the mistakes, right? So let's do some more of this. I mean, we've got so many more to do. You can see all of these games I haven't been analyzing. So, and most of these I lost. So it's gonna be brutal. Did I analyze my game with Yakov? Yeah, we were analyzing the game in the prize ceremony, and actually, surprisingly, both of us played very well. I mean, there was only one moment where both of us had like some visualization error. His piece sack was very nice, but basically the piece sack I could have dealt with it better, and I missed the best way to deal with it. I then got a worse position as a result, and then yeah, I resigned when I was 2 pawns down. So yeah, he played a great game. I actually think I'm gonna analyze it for a YouTube video, and I'll add some footage from the tournament. Actually, like I'll make a whole video. I think it'll be cool. Damn. Okay, let's learn from our mistakes. Let's see how the game happened again. So we have a reverse classical variation. What does engine actually want here to keep the edge? Wants an immediate c4. I don't really like that. Oh, and this goes really bad. Okay. So here knight fd2 was a big mistake. Yeah, because I guess like my knight actually is needed to help defend my king a bit better. Who's challenging me here? Young Samurai 64. How interesting. Unfortunately, my dude, we have this many games to analyze and learn from because I've been very bad and not been analyzing my games. So until I do all of these games, I've told myself I'm not playing another Blitz game until I've gone through every single game. So we're gonna be here a while. Josh says he's good. That's great to hear. Derbyshire coming up this weekend. Okay, exciting. Got a nice league win to stop the spiral last week. Right. Amazing. Yeah, I look forward to seeing this game. I need to check it out. I'm stuck on 2000 to 2100 lead chess. Any tips or good books to study and move on? Well, I have my best video on this YouTube channel, at least in my opinion, is this top 10 tips to reach 2500 as a non-titled player. If you search that up and find that video, I think that will give you at least a boost of like 50 points. Like, I'm sure there's some advice there that if you can stick to it, it will actually genuinely help a lot. But in terms of actual chess, depends on your strengths and weaknesses. I mean, the most general and vague advice I can give is like, try and play positions that are more to your strengths and try and play positions that highlight your weaknesses less. That's the easiest way to like gain a couple hundred points just like that. But yeah, it really depends on what your skills are as a player. But yeah, now I'm seeing this probably this knight to d2 makes much more sense. Like, I mean, I think it's too ambitious to be going for something like this. I don't think I've got it, so let's just bring the other knight back. Oh, it's not gonna like this. Doesn't like knight d2. Could it be like trying to bring a rook to d1? This also looks very natural. Let's try that. Oh my god, I mouse slipped the correct move. Are you kidding me? Oh, that's actually so embarrassing. I want to play rook fd1, which is just apparently worse. I actually mouse slipped the right move. I mean, that shows the level of form I'm in, right? But even my random mouse slips are better than my actual moves. Like, are you kidding? Aha, okay, so the idea is we do want to put a knight on d2, but we want to recapture with the rook so that we already get doubled on the d file, which is where we want our rooks. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Because here if they take... Is that actually the problem, the immediate capture? It is the immediate problem, right. Otherwise knight d2 is the same eval as the other move. So the point is that... yeah, the knight gets away from the king side, and then you've got all kinds of nonsense like knight h4, knight f4. Okay, that's good to see. So whenever I have a knight on d2 and I want to challenge this knight on e4, I want the rook on d1. And okay, if they, let's say, play a nothing move here, am I taking on e4? Is that the way to go? Takes on e4 is decent. Okay. That's fair. Yeah, and we even get rook d1 to be played. Okay, that's good to see. Nice. Okay, so that was like my biggest mistake in the game. Oh my god, this game. I was so pissed. I was so pissed at myself here. Got 2 minutes on the clock. Can anyone spot what was the mistake I made here? I mean, I played knight d4. I mean, if you try to avoid looking at the right-hand side of the screen. Knight d4, black to play and win. Terrible. Actually terrible. I've actually missed this resource in an over-the-board game before, and I was so mad. And it happens again. I also remember one time, I was playing like some street chess in London, and there was a whole crowd gathered around mine and my opponent's game for some reason. And my opponent hit me with a tactic like this, and it was literally like my ankles got broken, like in a basketball game. It was that bad. Like the whole crowd started cheering, and like I just had to hang my head in shame, and like it was an amazing moment for the whole community. But yeah, I just blundered like a mating nap. Like this. So the point is knight d4 is queen h3. King h3, rook h6, checkmate. So what am I supposed to play? Queen d4 looks like one way. h4 could be another, but I don't think that solves the problem. Like g5 looks really tough. I don't know though, maybe it's fine. But it literally says I'm equal here. So what's going to be the equalizing move? Is h4? h4 feels like it's I'm still going to be worse after g5. That's my feeling. Maybe queen d4. Because then I don't weaken anything structurally, and if there are no tactics, then there are no tactics. Queen d4, maybe this is annoying. But then I just go back and they just go back, and maybe that's where there's like some equality, I don't know. Because I mean, structurally speaking, I feel like I even have an advantage here. I mean, I feel like this pawn is quite weak. Yeah, this bishop is very strong, which is why I played knight d4. If I can play like queen d4, knight d2, this looks very promising. So I think queen d4, that's my answer. Okay, queen d4 is correct. Oh, look at that. Rook e4, queen c5, rook e6, queen d4. So the exact repetition I was talking about. And if black makes a nothing move here, let's just say they... I don't know what's a bad nothing move, like rook d6 or something. I guess knight d2 is the way. Yeah, okay, knight d2 is decent. Okay, nice. So yeah, I mean, knight d4 from a principled standpoint is the move. You can see it's like plus 0.8. But I missed there's a checkmate. And okay, if there's a checkmate and you miss that, then that's it. GG. Okay, good. Moving on. Oh, maybe that was a good exercise for some students. It's too niche of a rant. I mean, they can just solve tactics. They don't need me to show them this in a lesson. Alright, let's do another one. My opponent playing with perfect play. I mean, there are days where I'm playing with perfect play as well, but it's just like not consistent enough. So here I played c4, and that's just bad apparently. I can definitely believe that. So what is the play here? I think I was worried about black playing d4, and I wanted to, like, I don't know, create some complications. Like maybe if d4, if c4, oh my god, if c4, d4, maybe I had e4 in mind or something. Maybe this was like my plan to like try and not allow my position to completely collapse. In that vein, I was thinking maybe e4, but the problem is it's probably knight takes g3, right? Making use of this. Hits this as well. Is there a way I can stop this, or do I not even have to worry about this? I mean, it feels like it's good for black to me. Or is it? I mean, maybe I can just take once and then push c4. Ah, maybe I just do that, because then it's an isolated pawn. My knight's already blockading on d2. I think I can just take once and push c4. Yeah, so I don't actually have to worry. And if I don't have to worry, then maybe I've got like a free move to do something. And maybe the answer is to just do nothing. Like I just need to find like a useful improving move that keeps these opportunities open. Would I even want to trade bishop for knight, actually? I feel like I wouldn't. We get knight pair against bishop pair, but the position's opening up, so I'd probably be worse. I could also try g4, but somehow I feel like that weakens my pawn. Maybe even a move like rook e1, because if this comes, and then I take once and push c4, then my rook on e1 might be quite useful in this e file. Let's try it. Oh, this is not the answer. Oh, there's knight takes e3. Ah, this is why I need to do woodpecker again. Not seeing that at all. So that's the problem. This is actually a threat here. It's not just about d4. Right. I think that's even what happened in the game. Yeah. Just played knight e3. Crazy. Okay. So that means my knight is actually vulnerable here. I mean, it is a loose piece after all. I really don't like putting the rook on d1 because it's on the line of this rook. Like it feels like somehow the knight could be pinned in some lines, which I really don't want. But it might also be necessary. I mean, moving the king feels very clunky. But maybe king f1 is actually alright. Like we get a bit closer to the center, which is double-edged, but it might be worth doing. I can believe king f1 is the best move here. Was it best? Okay, it says it's good. Oh, and I played a move here that made it even more losing. Oh, this was such a nice finish from the opponent. I played rook e7, and then the guy pushes e2 anyway. And the point is I can't take it with the bishop or the rook, because he just plays rook b1 and my king is completely busted. I mean, so much for saying that my king would be good on f1. Like here it's like vulnerable even to just two pieces. Also, guys, what did you think of the mukbang? Was it a good idea, or was the eating? Oh god, I'm just wiping off the grease from my mouth. Yeah, did it enhance the experience, or was it massively, massively worsened. I won't take any offense either way. I mean, once upon a time, I actually wanted to start a mukbang channel. And who knows? Imagine if I'd done that and I never did Chess Lifestyle. Where would I be right now? Just like rambling about random crap while eating. It'd be a very interesting timeline. I have no idea how that would have gone. Man, I don't know. What am I supposed to play here? It looks like I'm completely lost. I don't even see like a single useful move. Not a single one. Ah, bishop d3 maybe. Just give this check. King here. It actually looks kind of promising. I don't see how to make it work. I don't even have like stalemate ideas. I don't know. I mean, it's probably bishop d3, but I don't see how. But it's, I mean, I'm literally just prolonging my death by one move. I don't see it. I don't see it. Bishop d3, king g8. I don't see how this makes any difference. I mean, I'm guarding the b1 square. I didn't realize that. Oh, man. I think when I play a bishop move like this, that has a clear purpose of giving a check, I completely forget that bishop is like a hammerhead shark, right? Like it controls in both directions simultaneously. I completely missed this. Oh, that's really poor. But okay. I mean, that's why we're doing these exercises, right? Get a bit more. Get a bit more experience of these kind of motifs, and slowly but surely, our intuition catches up. That's the dream. Anyway, that's the dream. And to be fair, everyone I know who analyzes their games, they've steadily improved their chess. So I mean, you know, I gotta have enough faith in the statistics, right? Okay, good stuff. Let's do another one. Okay, a pretty even game. I managed to time the guy out. Okay, at least I was winning in the position as well. That's a good sign. Okay, so this came from a Benoni, where I've got the knight onto d6. Ah, knight f6 was not good apparently. It ended up working out for me though. I remember how this game went. I mean, knight f6 feels so natural. I mean, it probably loses on the spot due to something. But it feels the right move to unleash this bishop. I don't know what else we'd play in. I mean, our knight is literally hanging here. So are we supposed to take once? I mean, they can also take with the knight as well. I just found out what mukbang was today. Okay. We learn something new every day. I mean, I was hoping people would learn something chess related, but okay, we'll take any learning. All learning is good. Yeah, I think, at least when I was growing up in like my teenage years, mukbangs were very popular. It's like just some random YouTuber eating good food and like just like randomly talking about something. I mean, normally like some gossip or drama about like some random thing. It's quite fun to watch. But yeah, it was like I wanted to start a mukbang channel when I was like eating a lot of instant noodles. Like it wasn't healthy, but it was like such a routine where it was like I may as well make some content out of this. Like if I'm gonna eat instant noodles and hole myself up in my room every day anyway, like I may as well, yeah, try and get something out of it, right? But I ended up not doing it. Like some of you might think that I'm the kind of person that like does loads of projects and has like like super proactive with my ideas and stuff like this. But I mean, I think I just have a high volume of ideas, and then I end up doing a small amount of those ideas, and then it's decent. It's like a I end up doing stuff because I have that large volume of ideas in the first place. Like there's like 90% of the ideas I don't follow through with, maybe with these like I don't know, entrepreneurial type of stuff, right? It's definitely not like I thought of chess lifestyle as like the one and only thing, and then it like became a thing or something. Like I don't know. Could it be like knight takes first and then knight f6? Does trading another piece make sense? I don't think it does, because I mean like the principle is like these knights are both competing for this square. Like this knight doesn't really help out here. Or maybe the argument is that it does. Maybe the point is that the knight is actually going to achieve something by being on g3. I really don't know. I mean, I don't see any other move except for this. Unless it's knight e8. How crazy would that be? Actually, the more I look at it, the more I like it. Oh, knight e8 is so cool. Because if pawn push, I take. I'm not losing material there. Knight e8 could be it, you know. I like it. Let's play it. Let's go. That's going to be right. That's going to be right. Come on. Yeah, knight e8. Okay. Phew. The principles of chess are not completely broken. Knight takes e4. Oh, knight e4 is also fine. Oh, man. Oh, what? And you can even play c4? I mean, I dismissed it after knight takes d6. But this is good for me? I mean, at the very least, I'm just dropping a pawn, right? How is c4 so good? Yeah, I mean, if it takes or... Oh, takes knight c5, and then I hit the knight, so you have to take here first. And then take on d3. Ah, and white sacrificed the pawn themselves. Oh, that's interesting. c4 is a nice way to unravel, because actually the knight on c5 is really, really nice in this structure. Because then it supports me even pushing e4, and I don't even have to sack the pawn. That's a cool idea. I like that a lot, c4. Knight takes e4 on the other hand. Feels wrong to me. Yeah, it looks like it's still struggling, except for this very precise c4. Oh, and it's because you can trade off the knight by force. Oh, that's a cool line. So you take, queen takes. Sorry, you go c4. If takes, you take. And then while the queen is like vulnerable, I think you can go knight c5, hitting the queen. But then you can go knight f6. But maybe you just get like a mass trade here. Queen takes, bishop takes, rook takes, and then the resulting position is like... Maybe it's like playable. Oh, you're not even a pawn down there. Oh, that's why it's fine then. Okay, I think that was the line. gf5, queen f5, knight c5, yeah. Knight f6, queen f6, queen f6, bishop f6, rook f6. And yeah, the material was equal. But in fairness, I guess we're playing against the bishop pass, so it's probably going to be a bit of an uphill struggle. Knight e8 was fine as well, but knight f6 apparently is really bad because of bishop g5. But I actually thought I played a... I thought this failed to knight takes f5. And yeah, my opponent messed up here. I thought I was completely overtaking the position. Taking over the position, I mean. Wow, I haven't made that mistake with English language since I was a kid. I used to say overtaking for taking over and taking over for overtaking all the time as a kid. I haven't made that mistake in so many years. That's so interesting. I'm probably that's just something about my subconscious. Like I'm just completely brain dead right now. So yeah, interesting. Knight takes f5 is apparently good, according to Engine. If bishop takes f5? Oh, right. Knight f5, bishop f5, and probably knight takes f6. Bishop takes, queen takes. Bishop takes, pawn takes, queen takes? Is that... Wait, what? Am I seeing that right? Take. That's probably fine though. That's just a rook endgame with equal material. So knight f5, what am I missing? Could it be like g4 or something? Probably not. Ooh, what about bishop takes knight, attacking the queen? So you need to take back in some way, and whichever way you choose, then you go g4? But in fairness, they can take a piece, so even if you win a piece, it doesn't really mean anything there. So knight f5, bishop f5, what is the win that I'm missing? I don't know. I don't see it. So knight f5, bishop f5, g4 is the move. I don't get it. So bishop takes e4? Bishop takes e4 only move? Oh, and it's just a pinned piece. Oh, it's that simple. So what I've got to understand about these positions with the bishop on g5 and an open f-file is that I'm losing this piece. I've only got 2 defenders and I can't bring another defender to defend this knight. So all white needs to do is basically just clear this file, and then I'm completely lost. Right. So that means I'm going to have to be a bit more careful about opening this f-file for the pieces, because this kind of pin might be costly. Huh. Okay, good to know. So yeah, playing a move like c4 might be a bit stronger. Oh wow, this is an interesting line. But yeah, that looks good for black. Yeah, and this line with c takes d3. Yeah. Okay, interesting. Okay, so d6 was a blunder. Then I blundered back with bishop e6. Probably for some similar reason that knight takes f5, bishop f5, g4 would still be a big problem. Yeah, I'd win a pawn this time, but I still lose a piece. So it looks bad. So probably then I need to... How do I even resolve this situation? Maybe I need to play rook e8? So if takes, g4 takes, I can play rook e6? That could be it. Let's try it. Nope. I mean, I guess rook d1 just feels really, really tough. What was the move? h6. Does that make sense? I guess it does, right? Because, yeah, this pin is really annoying, so we gotta get rid of this bishop sooner rather than later. And if knight f5, bishop f5... Can I not go bishop h4? Oh, but wait, what? Bishop e4, bishop e4. Are we not still busted just like before? Bishop e4, bishop e4. Wait, how are we a piece up in this line? What on earth happened? Oh, we're not a piece up. They just take back. But why is this different? I guess probably we got g5. G5. Okay. I'm starting to understand this a bit better. So this is actually very similar to this this Gyoko piano line, which I only know because, you know, at one point I was teaching a student who was adamant on sticking with e5. So I tried to understand some of the positions a bit better for my students' sake. Something like this, I don't know. Probably there are like some fine details here. But when bishop g5 comes in, it's very useful to play the move h6. Because on bishop h4, then you can develop, and when they bring the knight in to put pressure on your pin piece, you've got g5 in the position. Whereas if you haven't played h6 already, then this is actually a big problem. Because you don't have time to play h6, they're not going to retreat, they're just going to take the knight. So I think maybe then in the Benoni, it's a similar kind of deal. Right, in this position, if I get a tempo to just kick this guy, I probably should do it. Just to get out of the pin. It's really good to see. If h6, bishop takes, knight takes, queen takes. Is there no g4 at the end of this line? Are they not doing a pin this way? Oh, I get out with like some fancy tactics. I've either got queen g5 making a pin, or I've got e4. e4, bishop takes, and then queen d4 check. So okay, I've got to be careful of this kind of scenario as well, but interesting how I've got resources here. Yeah. Overtaking is just German? Ah, interesting. Very interesting. You hate me for putting mukbang in the title? What was wrong with putting mukbang in the title? I'm too slow for 3-0. I can barely hold 2000 in 3-0. I started playing 5+3, which Safsara called a new low. Ouch. That's harsh. 5+3, I actually think is a really great time control if you can have the patience to do it. I think it's really great. Even in over the board chess, I think 5+3 is a really great time control. I mean, better than 10-0, where 10-0 just ends in, you know, a time scramble and degeneracy. So 5+3 is actually really nice. A nice form of like slow blitz, fast rapid that is just a good time control, I think. Because 3+2 really is a little bit fast, I think. Imagine being Michael's student and trying to play e5. You wouldn't believe, Jan, the number of my students who completely go against my recommendations. Just all the time. Übernehmen. Nehmen is to take. Über is over. Ah, overtaking. Who would have known? Who would have guessed? I'm old and slow, I don't care about at the same age. Probably I should retire from Blitz as well. I mean, it's actually... I lost 5 games out of 5 today. I mean, like, it's actually... Just retire, bro. Just retire. Okay, so here I played b5, apparently losing the advantage again. I thought we learned our lesson. That h6 would be the move. I mean, now I'm seeing it. Maybe we can actually just take on a5 and this counterplay is going to be worth it. But what was the problem again? Like, if we give white a move here, why were we in trouble again? Wasn't it this like takes and g4 business? Takes and then we're just losing this piece. Like, how would opening up this b file save us in any way in that line? Like, we don't have any, like, queen b6 check or something to get out the pin. I don't see it. So if it's not h6, then what are we doing here? I'm too curious. I have no idea. c4. Oh, c4. Because maybe if, like, the bishop moves somewhere, maybe we can take this pawn, and then we'll have a queen check at the end of the line. Let's see if it's that. B takes a5, and here we go. Here we go. It's gonna be knight takes f5, bishop takes f5, g4, and it doesn't work anymore because they can take. And on takes, we are not losing the piece because of queen b6. But apparently queen d6 is also winning for black, which makes no sense. Because aren't you just losing the piece? This was a tactic we spent all this time learning. Oh, this tactic's queen d4 with a fork. Okay. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Fair enough. But, okay, it's cool to see that the c4 did enable this queen b6 idea. But then, what I don't understand is why is b5 a mistake? If we've got this queen takes d6 line to bail out. So, I guess, it's a mistake because white's got some improving move that probably stops some eventual queen d4. Whereas if they try and cash in right now, it doesn't work because we've got this line. So this is busted for my knight, but I can take on d6, yeah. Oh, it's so fascinating. And we can give a check like this. But I apparently messed this up or something. I have to give queen d4 check first? What's the difference? Oh, because they play rook a d1. Jeez, okay. But how does this even work then? Queen d1? Oh, you gain the tempo with the check. But then if they play rook a d1? Because, oh, you can move the queen keeping an eye on the bishop. Oh my god. I did win the game on screen, but that's because my opponent played even worse than me. So there's still things to learn about this. But yeah, that's a cool little study to look at with this whole pin. And just seeing that there's always some counterplay. I mean, that's why the Benoni is so hard to play against, because there's so many resources for black. And I mean, I don't even see half of them and I still win this game, right? So it's like, it's a really tricky opening. So knight d4, oh, it was apparently bad. Probably I should have done one of the other moves that we've been discussing. I mean, queen d6 feels very natural. Because we get out of the pin and I don't see any like immediate consequence of it. If they take on e6 here, I'd probably even take back with the pawn. Yeah, this is the move. Yeah, and we take back with the pawn. If we take back with the queen, then we lose, yeah. The pawn takes and we've actually got some decent strength pieces. He took over the company, is hat die Firma übernommen. Okay. Übernommen. Uh-huh. Yeah, I always got confused with these, like, when it's, like, past tense in German, like, you have all these exceptions. I think it's because there's a vowel at the beginning of this übernommen. Like, if it was, like, not a vowel, then it would be, like, geübernommen or something as at the end. I don't know. In German, we say, if chess was easy, it would be called football. I like it. Josh probably will disagree. I remember we had this dispute over football. But yeah, I like the idea behind it. Okay, that's another game down. I actually want to cry that this taskbar doesn't look like it's going down in the slightest. But yeah, I mean, I've got a chess lesson in like an hour and a half, so I mean, I may as well just keep doing this until like I feel like I need a rest before the lesson, because oh, go on. Let's go. Some nice chess. 3 inaccuracies, no mistakes, no blunders. How did this game go? So it was a c3 Venom reversed. Oh, and he actually got like a very fast like kingside attack. And I played with c4 like a boss. That's exactly how you need to deal with these structures. And knight c5. Oh, very cute. And then apparently I just cleaned up. This looks nice. This looks nice. I mean, look at this. The pawns and bishops are supported. The rook is active. The king and rook are on dark squares. The bishop is on a light square. This, ladies and gentlemen, is called technique. And my opponent resigns. Lovely. Lovely. Okay, so that's one game down. And then back to the terrible chess. 3 blunders. Okay, let's learn from this. Yeah, this was against the 20, close to 2700, who I felt like I was actually doing really well. Get this structure. Felt like I was holding my own around here. Apparently this is minus 0.5 even. So let's see why. Knight takes e3. I didn't want to play. I was a bit worried of f takes e3 actually. That was my concern. But apparently Engine hates it. Rook f e8. Is this not a problem like e4? Just go bishop f8 and I'm apparently doing really well. I was a bit scared of like white somehow pushing here. Oh, but this is here. I mean, I actually did. See, I was really on form in this game because I played rook e8 with that exact intention, right? I wanted to play bishop f8 and win this piece, which provoked knight d2. So this was like, I don't know, 2 days ago, and 2 days ago I was seeing a lot. Now I'm seeing nothing, right? I mean, this is the curse of being a very fluctuating player. But rook f8, then what if knight d2 here? Bishop f8 anyway. And now f5, now that... I mean, this is basically how the game went. But I can appreciate how like trading off this bishop was just better than what I did. So that's really cool to see. I could have still taken on e3 and gone for this, but... Yeah, he saves his bishop. I went for f4, which wasn't so good. It just wants a calm move like bishop back to g7 or king g7 or knight back to f6. It didn't like f4. Oh, and then he sacked, which was correct. This guy. And then king f7 was big blunder. Yeah, I mean, fair play for the sacrifice. I mean, not only is it decent, it's also practically very strong. Now, why? I think I must have been afraid of knight takes f4, right? Because I can't take, I mean, this is pinned, and I also have problems with this. Wait, but king f7 doesn't solve the problem because knight takes f4 is still really good. King f7 is such an ugly move. I mean, it even allows queen h5. Like, why would I do this? What was I supposed to play? Also, Jan, I still need to hear your reason for why you said you're hating on the mukbang. Like, what's your explanation? You can't hate on something and then leave me hanging. Like, I need to understand. Otherwise, there are gonna be more mukbang YouTube videos when I'm lazy to get dinner and killing 2 birds with 1 stone with a training stream. Do you hear the utter despair in my voice? That I have to actually do this and correct my mistakes like this. It's really painful. I guess the point is this. I'm an exchange up, so even if I lose f4, it's not the end of the world. So maybe I need to just play more actively with rook a to e8, but then he takes on f4, knight takes f4. I don't see how I'm doing there. Maybe I just go rook d6 there and it's fine. Like he goes, so rook a e8, knight takes f4, rook d6, knight h5. And then maybe I've got enough time to play like king h8 or something and I avoid white playing bishop f4. If that line made any sense. I don't know. I think this makes sense. Incorrect. Rook d5. But knight takes f4 can be played anyway, or it can't. Oh, because then I move the king and it's still a pin. But how? Then he goes f3. Oh, but I'm winning two pieces. I'm winning two pieces like this for rook, so of course this is good. Oh, rook d5 is nice. I didn't even consider this move. I mean, it feels like the rook is like really stuck. So what if a move like f3? Ah, but then I've got rook e2. Oh, wow. I assume rook e2 is the move here, yeah. That's a nice resource. And yeah, I should just not play king g8 on positional grounds anyway. I mean, like bring my king towards those pieces like that, it has to be bad. Okay, so king f7 was bad. My opponent then played c4. Why didn't he take this? Am I missing something here? Oh, because I can take with the pawn. I don't reveal this. Oh, wow. Maybe this is what I was thinking. Maybe this is what I was thinking in the game. Because, as I said, I remember I played a really good game, this game. Even though the engine is harsh on my performance. And I did find rook e4 now. But now it's no good, apparently. Oh, because of some ridiculous d6? Is this guy a cheat, actually? Oh, he's just 2900 bullet. No wonder. And he literally hasn't lost a game. Oh no, he has lost games. I just saw the green. He's just been grinding to 2900. Are you kidding me? So I don't even see why d6 is winning now. Oh, because queen takes d6 and c5 with the discovered check. Yeah, I'm really seeing so much less today than I was 2 days ago, which is just really frustrating. So in this position, probably then I need to settle on taking, and then rook d6 probably. Keep that as closed as possible. Yeah, cd5 and rook d6. Yeah. Yeah, crazy. d6, what a move. What a move. Yeah. And then here I like this guy, like queen, yeah, I don't care. I mean, this is completely lost. Queen d3. Yeah, and then he's got this beautiful queen takes g5. And did I stop playing for the day after this one? I should have done, because I mean I think this losing a game like this would really tilt me. The guy played so well. But yeah, we saw that interesting. Oh no, that was the game before when we looked at those interesting dynamics with h6 on the bishop pin. Yeah, this one I actually played a really good game. I think I played a really decent game. Oh yeah, this knight takes e3 moment was very good to see. So I'll get this. kind of situation again and again, I think. Yeah, they just never had time to push e4 in a way that was good. Because already here they have to lose an exchange. And if they have to deal with this, then bishop f8 and f5 looks... Yeah. Yeah, really nice. And what if they play e4 actually? We take... Oh, and we win a pawn. Okay, how did we do that? Ah, okay, so they can't push e4. If they could, then they're equalizing, but they can't. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Yeah, this queen b6 idea is quite nice against this bishop b3. I'll keep this in mind, actually. Because there was a lot of pressure for white to have to sort out there. Okay, nice. Let's keep going. Slowly but surely we're getting rid of these godforsaken tabs. Oh, God. Oh my God. What is that? I missed the draw. I missed the draw at the other end. Are you serious? Gonna go for a mint. Okay. Here we go again. Learn from our mistakes. I missed 3 draws in the endgame. Oh, to be fair, I ran out of time, so maybe I was also playing too slowly this game. So here we have a reverse Rati. Let's see how the position came from this. Was it London? Which, for the record, is not like the reverse Rati against London. I wholeheartedly believe London wins. But most London players don't know how to win. So if you want to know how to win, then you need to watch my C3 Venom course, which is on discount actually. Maybe I should have mentioned that. Yeah, C3 Venom is on discount for Black Friday on Chessable. Okay, resume learning. So okay, we get to this position. It's -2, and then I give up my edge with the wrong move, queen c8. This jumps out at me right now. And just go for this. But then they can play this. Then I can play this. And I'm still giving the fork. I don't know if it's worth it. Are these 2 pawns rolling up the board good enough? Probably, right? This bishop's quite out of the game. I'm going to be brave. I think this is the -2 move. Wait. If I do this, are there problems with like taking on b7? I mean, taking on b5? Come on, that's the right move here. What about bishop c4? Bishop d1 would feel really whack. And then we could like bring the knight to c5 and it feels like it's decent. Bishop c4, we just want to trade the bishops off. I don't know why we want to, it just feels right. I feel like this is like a good bishop pressuring our queenside pawns that I just want to trade. But why would we be -2 there? Like, that's probably like also just like a -1 advantage. So it must be this knight takes b2, queen b2, bishop takes c3. Let's try it. I think this is the move. It's not the move. But it is also minus 1.8. Let's see what it is. Rook b8. And then we bring knight c5. Because then we stop bishop takes b5. Right? Now on bishop takes b5 we take. I see. And this is just a -2 advantage. Fair enough. Yeah, and then we have to trade this guy off. I mean, I knew it looks good, but I didn't think it was like -2. Interesting how this move is actually also good, but not that good. Queen c1 it prefers. e4 needs to be found. I was thinking a move like rook d1 and getting this position. Oh, that would be a really nice touch as well. Trade these off. And how do I feel about this? Looks quite easy for black actually. I think black can just start rolling these pawns. Like, I'd be really surprised if white wouldn't have to at the very least sacrifice a piece for the 2 pawns. In which we should just be an exchange up. Am I missing something here? No, we'd just be an exchange up. Yeah, so I think this would have also been a decent way to go, but queen c8. Yeah, that's interesting. So it's like, I didn't want the tactical headache of this rook being on the queen, but ultimately the queen is on an active square. It's just a bit vulnerable. So if you can defend the threat of bishop takes b5 while maintaining the active queen, then that's going to be preferable. But okay, in a blitz game, I don't think I can be too harsh on queen c8. It's very practical. Bishop b7, still keep the advantage. Right, and he can't take back with the bishop because knight b3 is a fork. Oh, I must have been so pissed to lose this game. Okay, let's see when the next. So bishop e2, and then here I blunder, apparently. Apparently knight a4 is missing some killer blow. A move that crosses my mind is just bishop f6, like just win this pawn. Then we've got this outside pass pawn for the rest of the game. This has to be the best move. Oh, because that's the point. Huh. And maybe I missed that point as well, yeah. And he just goes back. Interesting. Again, I'm only looking one direction with the bishops. Maybe that's something I need to do. Every time a bishop moves, I need to like look in 3 directions. Like, I didn't even see this. This was the point. I was looking at what it's doing going forward. Oh, I've got the fork. I remember I even saw this a split second after playing knight a4. That I missed the fork, which he was protecting. So it's really annoying to see, but it does make sense that I missed it again, right? It's just not in my intuition to find this, even though this was literally the whole point of why I was able to take on f3, right? It's just so stupid, like, just, yeah. And actually one thing, there are 10 mistakes I have to review. One thing I need to start doing, I think, is do some puzzle storm. I think I need to get faster at this, because for most players, I think it can actually hurt your chess, but I'm so bad at these basic tactics that I think I need to try spot these faster. Oh, come on, knight c5 minus 1.1? I think that's good enough. Let's view the solution. Oh, it wants me to play f5 here. Wow. f5. And what's the point? Are we taking with the pawn or the queen? if they trade. Oh, we can take with both apparently, and it's all good. To me, it doesn't make so much sense. I mean, I don't really get why this is a better position. I feel like he's got the A file to play on. We defend it like this. What if, like, rook A3? We can go B4 and then we can enter. Fair enough. So maybe rook A5 is slightly better, but still B4, I guess. Yeah, we can even take like this and we're trying to enter on the C file. I can see how this is good. And probably white has to do something awkward with their pawns. Like either sack a pawn or push this F pawn eventually. And that definitely feels a bit awkward. Because otherwise the bishop's trapped, right? So... okay. Wow, so here I even had more time on the clock. And then I blunder with rook f7. King f7, sorry. King f7 also feels very natural here, just protecting the G and E pawns. Oh, but I can just win a pawn, I guess. I can just take on h4. No, I can't, because I lose the knight on c5, so what the hell is going on? I could also play rook b4, with the idea to try and trade a pair of rooks if that does something. Maybe it does, because this rook is pressuring quite annoyingly, and my rook isn't really doing too much here, so maybe rook b4 is best. Yeah, rook b4 is the best move. Right. And then we can take the pawn, I see. And then we play king f7. Okay, so there's nothing wrong with king f7 per se. It's more like we missed a strong opportunity. And yeah, now we see the rook's active position paying off, and now I'm extremely passive, just dealing with his threats, still staying up on the clock though, so this is like really promising. So knight d7, rook c7, rook takes, and here, yeah, I've got a better move than rook d5, which apparently loses on the spot. So why does rook d5 lose on the spot? What did I miss? What did I miss here? Why is rook d5 completely lost? Maybe this is really annoying? Then I can always come back. You can take the pawn and I can come here. You can play bishop c2 and come back. Gets a passport, but is it that bad? Oh my god, on bishop c4, which literally happened in the game, I took on e5 rather than try and keep defending my knight. Ah, but on rook d1, I think he can go bishop b5. And if I move my knight, maybe he can go bishop c5 and I'm losing my bishop. Maybe that's the problem. I can believe that. So in this position, while the rook is guarding the square, well, we can't really take because then bishop c5 is not enough because the rook is still pressuring. Oh, what am I talking about? Wait, what? I don't even remember what move I just suggested, but knight takes e5 just looks like a great move. Because here we can take with the rook. And then we can take. So we can just move the knight. Wait, if we take, and what if they come this way? That's the problem. So maybe we do need to move a knight, but just not to e5. I think one thing I can be proud of myself is that I don't know how long I've been streaming for now, like an hour at least. But this is an hour of just pure miserable puzzle solving, which I absolutely hate. but I'm willing to put in the effort because I know it's good for me. And I think a lot of people don't have that drive or work ethic in them to actually follow through with, I don't know, some hard work, basically. So I think like, as much as I can complain about, you know, being this turbulent, emotional player that is playing 500 elo points different from a day-to-day basis, at least we can put in this kind of training, and no one can take that away from me. Like, I mean, you either put the effort in or you don't, and I think it's good that I can do that. Having said that, I have no idea what the move is. Knight takes e5, bishop g5. Yeah, it looks really bad. Could it be a move like king e8? As annoying as it is to play that move, we do get out of the rook's way. I mean, there's no bishop b5. Kind of looks alright. Bishop, king e8, what about bishop d3? But then we can play a move like knight takes e5 and we cover all our bases. Yeah, it's going to be king e8, isn't it? Didn't even consider the move. Of course, the one time I don't consider the king move, it's correct, and all the other times it was like bad to move my king to help defend. But I guess in this case, it's actually making it safer, right? It's no longer on the line of his rook. So maybe I just need to be more proactive at getting my king off the enemy pieces. Okay, so then this happened, and I was a piece down, but I won a bunch of pawns, and I must have done alright because I had some chances to come back in the game. Yeah, this endgame. Oh, and I have literally 14 seconds here, and my opponent has 9 seconds, and I lost this game? Oh, that makes me sick. Oh, and the opponent missed bishop d3. Fair enough. Probably that wins a pawn. Ah, I don't really see it. Why is bishop d3 winning? King f6. Just here. And I don't have a useful move. Let's say I just move the bishop. Bishop c3. Oh, and he goes king g5 probably. Right. And do I not have like annoying checks forever? No, because he's got king h7. I see. Okay, fair enough. So the opponent misses this, and apparently blunders a draw, which I unfortunately saw with the engine. So apparently g5 is a drawing move. Yeah, in fairness, I had 12 seconds here, so it's very hard to make such a committal move like g5. But it makes perfect sense. I mean, king g3 is just terrible. Yeah, and we can simply move the king away from the pawn because they can never take it. Yeah, this would have been a way to secure the draw. Maybe I was trying to play for the win. Oh, did I really get flagged here? That's actually so embarrassing. Oh my god, and we've got 3 seconds left, and then God. Yeah, then I saved the bishop. 2 seconds. Oh yeah, and okay, I'm playing instantly. Probably, I mean, I lose this game anyway if I flag and I take this pawn, so I'm just trying to play really fast. Oh, this is so painful. Yeah. I mean, in fairness, okay, I'm not so disappointed in myself for this loss because, yeah, time scrambles where you're like a piece down like this, you always have fewer squares to move to. The opponent can bully you with some bigger checks, so it's very difficult to win on time in these kind of positions. Yeah. But okay, what did we learn from this one? God, I don't even remember. So many moves ago. Even further back. I think that was... Oh yeah, this rook b8. Okay, well, a very difficult move to play in blitz. Yeah, and missing knight b3. This was brutal. Okay, and on that note of missing knight b3, okay, let's actually do a puzzle storm. Let's see actually how hopelessly slow I am at these. Okay, let's see what my current high score is. It's probably pretty low. 23. Let's see if we can get 30. I don't know what oh, maybe that's a nice one to look up. Average puzzle storm. Oh, come on. Puzzle storm score by rating the chess. Maybe someone's published. Yeah. Okay, let's check this article out after I've given this a shot. So 3 minutes. Let's give this a go. Okay. Right, let's give this a go. Okay. Oh, that was probably a fork there, wasn't there? That was probably a fork. You know what? Okay. I'll start again, and if I make a mistake, then we just keep going, okay? I'm pretty sure I just had a fork, and I just took the rook because I'm actually tapped. Okay, let's go. Probably this one, and then mate. Okay, this is checkmate. This is checkmate. Yeah, we can take that. This leads to mate. This leads to mate. Traps the queen. That's mate. Probably rook lift. I don't know, so we'll learn from that. Oh, okay, that's wrong as well. I'm winning the pawn endgame. I thought that other one was correct, but I guess not. No. What am I supposed to do then if I can't do that? I literally don't know here. What do I do? Oh, I'm threatening back rank as well. That's the point. Okay. Didn't see that. This is a fork. I mean a pin. That's a fork, but do I get back in time? Take here. Probably push this pawn. I guess not. I think I'm fast enough. I should be able to push. Okay, that was a weird one. I assume bishop takes h3 is winning, but I really don't know. Yeah, I think it's winning. I think we had some like queen g3 ideas like in some lines. Okay, that's a fork. I wanted a sack, which doesn't work. I have no idea. Oh wait, we just trade and win the bishop. I was looking at the king side for no reason. Probably a check. Don't know. Oh, we got 19. Okay, can we let's make a prediction. Like, how bad is 19 on Puzzle Storm? Probably this is like the average score someone of 2000 gets, and I should be like 400 points higher than this. So let's have a look. I have a Puzzle Storm of lower than a 1300. Oh my. Oh, I mean, if YouTube could get clipped, I think this would need to be clipped. My Puzzle Storm ability is lower than 1300. Yeah, I've had 2500 blitz. Like, that actually says it all. Well, I think I know what I need to practice. I know what I need to practice, but I don't know. It's really difficult for me to do this, and it's also extremely demoralizing. So let's see what people say. Holy crap! If this was true, I would be a master, even though I'm not. So this guy's getting like 60 plus. This guy's getting 60 plus on Puzzle Storm, and he's not even 2000 blitz. Oh, he's just chatting. He's chatting shit. He only got 43, but still, he got 43. That's like double my tactics. Oh, this is painful. Okay, I'm getting worse than an 1100 from India. Actually, I'm too old and clumsy for Bullet Rush, Storm, and stuff. Okay, let's make ourselves feel better and see how the CM is. Okay, he still got 61 as a high score though. That's so interesting. Yeah, okay. Thank you, Le Papa Penguin, for... Okay. The guy who speaks the most sense is violated for leeches, terms, and services. I actually want to cry. Holy crap! You know what? Let's give it one last shot, and then I'll call it a day. Let me turn on the aircon. Jesus Christ! My God. Okay, let's give this one more go. Oh, my chat hasn't updated for half an hour. I just thought people stopped watching. So apologies for not catching up. Oh my God, how many messages have I missed? I've missed too many. I think the last message that I saw was like Jan talking about like in German, if chess was easy, it would be called football. Josh did reply. Yeah, do you think chess is more complicated than football, to be fair? A lot of mukbangs are gross, plus it's clickbait. It's not clickbait. I was eating a burger. Or sandwich. Are you excited for the World Championship in Singapore? Can you guys remind me, when does it start? I actually haven't looked this up. You showed us this mate before? I don't know. Yeah, apologies guys for not replying. My chat didn't update until now. Maybe you have to go King E8. Nice find, Peter. Nice find. Yo, Hakeem, what's up? I have 29 in Storm, 65 in Streak. Oh, as soon as you make one mistake, your score goes down a lot in Puzzle Storm. Okay. That's good to know. We were talking despite you ignoring us. Yeah, that's good. I'm glad you didn't get completely bored by it. Is Puzzle Racer the same thing? No, Puzzle Racer is when you compete against other people. I think maybe it's also like the numbers are probably a bit different. Puzzle Rush is better. Mate, I don't know. Puzzle Rush, they're all the same thing to me. I hate it. But okay, let's... one thing I should do is I should review all the puzzles I got wrong. No matter if they were rated 1100, because... Let's quickly solve all of these. So this one, I'm pretty sure I said rook takes d6, so I wanted to lift with rook g6. And the answer doesn't jump out immediately. Like, bishop d6, fine, but to me it doesn't seem simpler. Like, f4 could be a move, queen g6, queen g3 and king h1. Like, it doesn't appear obvious to me. Oh, we can take him and win the queen. But what's wrong with this? Oh, probably queen f3. See, I hate this blasted stuff. Fine. Oh, it's not even this? I guess, oh, it's not even a check. Oh, I'm so bad. I'm so bad. Okay, let's see if we can, okay, whatever, it's, I mean, I'm not playing at an 1100 level, so I don't need 1100 puzzles, right, chat, right? Is this like some good logic I can... So, okay, I played this, I'm pretty sure. Did I not play this? But maybe this isn't enough. Oh no, what I did was this. Oh, I did was this, and I thought I'm just winning, I'm just skewering, just pinning this piece. But I missed that they... No, that doesn't even work. Or does it? Do I lose that endgame? Ah, if I take... Maybe I even lose this, because he gets the outside pawn. Yeah, so, I mean, like, this is the thing. In a blitz game, I wouldn't play this, because I would spot it. But in a puzzle storm where I'm trying to go as quick as possible... Okay, next time I'll try and be as quick as possible, but also not make any mistakes, because this was just kind of like my first instincts, which I guess were wrong, so I guess I can train that, but... I don't know. And this one, I decided to push the pawn because I felt like he couldn't push and he couldn't advance his king. And I felt like if I gave this fork, I didn't believe in this. Oh, why am I not believing it? He pushes the pawn, I just bring my king closer, like... Yep, okay, this is why I need to do Puzzle Storm and review these questions. I played this, and I didn't even understand, like, why. I mean, now I understand when I'm a bit less pressured by the position. I don't know if I was a faster mate, but that ended mate, so screw it. And here I win a queen. Okay, let's give this another go. I actually think I hate Puzzle Storm more than reviewing my own mistakes. Like, this is actually even worse. Okay, let's give this a shot. Can you imagine if I could, like, naturally score, like, 50 plus on Puzzle Storm? What do you think my FIDE would be? Like, if I was naturally just a little bit more gifted at tactics. Like, I actually don't know. Like, this one, I don't even know. Like, am I gonna lose if this happens? Like, I need to calculate this. I can't just play. Like, I don't know how people can play this. I mean, like, bishop takes, they give check, I take. If they promote, I take, they take, I take, they take. And now we're playing... Oh, yeah, it's a rook endgame, right? So, like, that doesn't seem obvious to me. But then what else do we do? But probably the engine's just going to say bishop takes f6 is winning, but I don't understand. Check, rook takes, king takes, pawn takes. And I guess we just have a winning rook endgame. Fine. Oh, we actually have to find all that as well? Okay, whatever, let's just win this stupid puzzle rush. Whatever it's called. The hell is that? Probably this. Nice checkmate. How's that not a free knight? Oh, because I've got even better? Jesus Christ. Outside pass pawn? And then do I push immediately? Or do I bring the king? Bring the king, surely. Takes on b5 has to be winning. a4? Let's get that. What? Probably push, but how? How does it work? I'll just take on b5. Bring my king in? Ah. Can take on check first. Win the rook. Don't see it. Ah, it's a fork. Ah, we can win this. Probably take. Okay, that's a little bit better, but it's still very, very far off where we need to get. Oh, and this one was wrong at the end? Or maybe it just says it's wrong because I didn't solve it in time. I think I said take the queen. And then I was gonna take with this rook, but probably this rook is better. Or is the point that I even want to take here first? Oh, take on c6 is just winning. Yeah. Yeah. Who is Young Samurai 64? Make yourself known in chat. But okay, this one at least we didn't make any mistakes until like the last few seconds, so this is better. Okay, and we beat Jan's highest score, so okay, that also makes me feel a lot better. How far can you go with these regular puzzles? What do you mean by regular puzzles? Oh, just like the normal rating? I've never tried. I kind of feel like, I don't know. It just feels quite tedious to me. Like, just, I mean, you know how I feel about puzzles, right? Like, I just hate doing tactics and puzzles in general, so. Should we have a puzzle race? That is a fantastic idea. If someone can make a puzzle race link and just send it in chat, then I will try and open it and then we can have a race. Or maybe what I can do, actually, you know what? Maybe the easiest is let's finish with a puzzle race, And yeah, if you can type this into chat, or maybe if someone types it out, then they can just send it on chat. Well, you know what? I'll type it out. I'll type it out on chat, and you guys can join. Let's finish with one final race. I mean, I hope for the love of God that doing all this actually improves my chess a tiny bit. Arjun says, hi, I'm Young Samurai 64. Been watching your videos a while. Great fun. Okay, glad you're having fun, Arjun. Welcome to the stream. And yeah, in general, I don't take like these challenges too often. Sometimes you'll catch me at a weak moment, and I do. But in general, like I try and make these streams about training, and playing is like more of like a fun treat, right? The training is kind of like this slugging away at reviewing our mistakes, slugging away at solving puzzles, slugging away at whatever it is, right? Like training is like trying to improve your chess in ways that isn't fun, right? So this is why I force myself to stream and force myself to train, because otherwise I'm never going to do it, and then I don't want to stay as like some, I don't know, some player that's hit their ceiling and then they're not improving anymore. So rabbit grows on trees. What an interesting username. I'll have to inquire about this name at some point, Peter. CM bruh. Oh, okay, this is the challenge. Can me and Jan, our scores combined, beat oh, I typed the link in wrong. I'm actually, oh, and Hakeem, you can't send the, oh wait, I don't think any of us can send the link. Whoops, exposed my second account. No, don't worry, Peter, you're good. I mean, the 8 people that watch your stream, I don't think it's gonna be a problem. Yeah, I realized none of us can actually send the link on chat because YouTube blocks people sending links to prevent spammers. So you're gonna have to just put in the hard work. I mean, if you can't be bothered to type in a frickin' URL, then I'm sorry, but you don't have the tenacity to be a good chess player. So I'm going to give you 1 minute to type in this URL, and if you can't, then you miss out on the puzzle race. That's just how it's going to be. It needed to be said. And after this, I'm going to take a break because I've got 2 hours of chess lessons, which is definitely going to amount to 2.5 hours at least. So yeah, I need to take a break. Okay, so I don't know where Hakeem is, or Arjun is for that matter, but I shall begin the stream in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
10.
9, oh, seriously? We get another 7, countdown? 6, okay, I'm glad to see Arjun 5, is in.
4,
let's go.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Okay, so 42. Oh, and you know what's interesting though? I remember we did a puzzle racer back in the day when I was grinding these woodpecker method exercises every day for like 100 days or something. And I remember I scored higher than Peter. But here we see Peter's like firmly a good like 14 points ahead. So either Peter's been doing some work, but if Peter hasn't been doing any work on chess recently, then that might suggest that, yeah, like of course Peter's like kind of like default tactical ability will be higher than my default tactical ability because definitely my tactics are like really, really poor right now. But then maybe if I'm like training every day on like woodpecker or something, then I really make a difference. So maybe that's interesting. I can't join for some weird reason. Are you sure you typed in the URL correctly, Hakeem? Yeah, shame you couldn't join. World Championship starts November 25th. Okay, a week. Okay, that's nice actually, because I think if it were to start like tomorrow or something, I'm not ready to follow it. Like I've got some stuff I need to sort out, and once I sort that out, then I'll be able to relax and watch some World Championship match. So, last time I was out on my phone, and this time I'm sat at my computer. Okay, that's probably the real reason. Okay, I'm making all of these hypothetical theories, and it's a load of rubbish. It's just PC versus phone. That makes complete sense. Okay, nice. Well, I'm glad to report that indeed Jan plus myself managed to outscore Peter. Also, shout out to Arjun for getting a solid 32. I wonder what your guys' puzzle storm is, and maybe we need to practice this puzzle storm. Maybe for Bulletin Blitz, maybe it's just gonna help. I don't know, but apparently we can get to a rating of 25-24 while having a tactical ability of 1100. So I don't know, guys. I don't know how this works, but yeah, I'm glad we put in some hard work today because it needed to be done after all of my ridiculous messing around with just playing way too many games. And what I'm going to do is I am going to try and review these games before playing some more online chess. So probably I've got a few more hours to go. Maybe I'll stream some of it, maybe I won't, I don't know, we'll see. But on that note, guys, I am going to call it a day. So thank you guys all for tuning in. Peter says you can definitely get much higher than 31. I will see. I mean, I don't know. Well, I mean, we'll see, won't we? But it's really not easy. It's really not easy for me at all. But okay. See you guys around. And yeah, catch you around on Wednesday. Okay. Adios.